Hi everyone, it's Chrissy Woods. So I'm back with you guys again today. I just want to show you guys a quick video. I was asked several times on Facebook, how do I sculpt my eyebrows? Now, I'm not an expert at eyebrows, but I can show you guys how I sculpt my eyebrows on a day-to-day basis. So if you're interested in seeing how I went from this to this, please stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, my natural brow is very thin and it gets very sparse towards the end. That's just by genetics. It's always been that way. Most of my family has very sparse eyebrows. So because of that, I like to fill them in just to make them look a lot more fuller. Now, I have not had anything done to my brows in probably 2 months because I'm trying to let them grow out as much as possible. But as you can see, this is pretty much how I like to wear my brow. So the first thing that I do is I grab a spoolie, this thing here, and I brush them up. And the top of the hair I like to brush straight up, and the rest of it I brush to the side. And that's just so you can see the natural direction that your brows are growing in. You can see the shape that your brow is kind of giving you. So you can see my shape there, and you can see that the highest point of my brow looks about right here. Then I grab my brow pencil by MAC, and I use Spiked on a regular basis, and it's just a dark brown, and it looks like this. And I always start at the bottom, and I want to draw the bottom or outline the bottom of my brow. And I do short, light strokes. Okay, so once I've done that, I go towards the top. And this is where you can build the shape of your brow. I want more of an arch than what my natural brow provides. So that's what I do. So you can kind of see that shape there. Now, I know you've heard the saying a million times that your brows are sisters, but they are not twins. It's very hard to get both brows to look identical. And I try not to go too far in the front because I don't like that real boxy type look. You want that gradient effect. You want it to look faded. You want your brows to look like they're fading into a darker part, because that's naturally how our brows look. They look, and even this needs to be brushed out some more. But you want that gradient effect. And you can even add concealer in the front to get that gradient effect. So this is what we have so far. So you could do two things. You can use the pencil to continue to fill that in. You can use a brow powder to fill it in, or you can use a pomade. I use a mixture of both. For the front, I use my pencil and I do light strokes just to make it look more hair-like. And I do short, fine strokes. And you can just see it's starting to fill in. And again, you just do short strokes because you want it to mimic your hair. Next, I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and it looks like this. And I use the shade Chocolate. And then I also go in with my angled brush. This is the E65 small angled brush from Sigma. My phone's ringing. Sorry. Looks like this. And I take a little bit of the product and put it on the brush like this. But then I go inside the cap and just kind of, you know, blend it out a little bit so I don't get so much. Now the key to this is not the less product you use, the better it looks, because it is a thick product. This product will last you a very long time. And I start at the end and I just start filling it in. And you will make mistakes, because you see I've made many. I've messed up my tail there, but you can go in with concealer and you can fix that. So then the next step is I take a small angled brush. Where did I put it? A small flat brush. It looks like this, very small. And I go in with some concealer. Today I'm just using my LA Girls Pro Concealer. And you want to underline and sculpt out the brow just to make it more neat, more carved and etched out. And you can also, I guess I can show you with both brushes. You can also use a flat brush like this, or you can use the small one like what I just showed you guys. But either way, oops, and don't do like me and put on tons of product, golly. You want to sculpt, that's way too much concealer, but you want to sculpt it out. And the nice thing about using concealer is that it will also act as like a little highlight if you do a few shades lighter. You just want to blend it out. And you see how that brow just looks a lot neater than what we had before. And it also gives us a really nice highlight there. Now the last and final step that you want to do, or you can do, is optional. You can go in with your foundation and you can take that flat brush, and the same thing we did at the bottom, you would do at the top. You would outline the top part of your brow. And that again is just to make it a little bit more sculpted. And you want to go in with your foundation or a concealer the same shade as your skin tone, just so you don't get that obvious highlight above your brow. You know, it's okay below because it acts as a brow bone highlight, but there's no reason for it above your brow. So there's our brow. Now one more step is I always take my spoolie, or I take a brow brush, whichever one I pick up first, and I just brush those brows. And that's it. I always do one better than the other, always, but that's pretty much how I do my brows. And of course I would just blend out this concealer part so we don't have that obvious line of demarcation there. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope this helped you guys out on how I finish or how I sculpt out my brows. So you guys have a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please share this video, but if nothing else, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.